Yes, I'm feeling it as well. Thank you, ladies. The inspiration is here. And after a killer workout, you want to refuel with something nutritious. Now, everyone loves the savory goodness of a quiche. It's kind of like a quiche on the cheek, but a culinary version. Now, we have a healthier omega-3 and fiber-filled version of this delectable pastry that is, number one, vegan. Number two is gluten-free, and then, of course, number three, delicious. So this is aptly named Queen of Hearts Quiche. It has a balance of particularly heart-beneficial ingredients, and Gabby is here to show us exactly how it's done. So, Gabriella, it is so nice to have you in the kitchen once again.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome. So, quiche but vegan.
Yes.
I never thought that was possible because I've always known quiche with having like the sort of the egg in it.
The egg in it, yeah. That is the main, yeah. So we're using tofu today instead.
So tofu is an ingredient that I think a lot of people, they get confused about because there are sort of like firmnesses of tofu, and if you cook it in a certain way, you get different textures. So
yes, of course.
How are we going to apply it today?
So the nice thing is tofu people often like get a bit worried about.
Yes.
Because I was one of those people. I was like, I don't know what to do with this thing. And it's not a cheap ingredient to mess around with, you know? So this is where you're literally chucking everything in a food processor.
Oh, that's
Which
brilliant.
makes life really much easier.
Let's chuck.
Yeah.
Let's chuck together.
So I'm actually going to start on our filling.
All right.
Well, not other filling, our vegetable filling.
Okay.
Do you want to start then
I can throw
on the tofu?
I can throw everything into this blender.
It's so great. You throw everything. So this is your tofu.
Okay, so let's go ingredient by ingredient, and you're going to be sautéing our vegetables. Is that
I'm going to
correct?
saute our vegetables, which is like our quiche filling. And also over here we have our beautiful tart base already.
Yes, and this is made of oats.
This
and
is
it's
made
been
of oats,
blind baked, is that correct?
It's been blind baked already, and we've used today a flax or a chia egg as your egg substitute, as your
That is great.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
I'm ready.
Throw your things.
So I'm going to. So let's go through it.
So you said something about knowing the recipe.
I do.
I'm going to test you to see if you know what's.
Well, I know the recipe
bowls.
because I know that. Okay, this is we're using BWELL. I mean, this is extra virgin olive oil. You know what the great thing about this thing is? It's high in antioxidants. It's got this beautiful sort of aroma. It's like a grassy aroma if you cook with it. There's also a distinct pepperiness that will add a lot to this quiche.
Yes.
And then of course natural vitamins come through with there as well. And it's really perfect for your next meal and your meal after that and after that. And several nutritional studies actually have shown that the influence of the mushrooms that you're going to add in here. I'm full of knowledge today.
I'm so impressed.
You're welcome. So there's so many metabolic markers to it, which potentially may reduce the risk of suffering cardiovascular diseases. Thus, Queen of Hearts, quiche. You're welcome. I've quiched you with knowledge. Now, let's do this together. Okay, so blender, I'm going to do some soy milk, because remember, we're going to be soy vegan.
You're going to be soy vegan.
That's right. So we're going to add that in here. That's right.
So soy milk, you can use any nut milk, but soy is great because it gives you extra protein. And obviously, tofu is also based as soy. So it's kind of like a little bit of a flavor combo over there.
And then, okay, so let's throw in some ingredients over here. Now, this is a nutritional yeast.
That's nutritional yeast, which has got a very cheesy taste for anyone that's not familiar with it.
Okay.
And it's very high in vitamin B12 and folate. So anyone that is also, the one thing is if you go plant-based, is a lot of people stress about not getting enough B12 in.
All right.
This, either a supplement or doing lots of nutritional yeast is really helpful.
So what I'm doing here is essentially I'm making that sauciness that the egg would have brought to the recipe with this. Is that correct?
That creamy filling, yes.
Okay. So I see we've got some turmeric over here.
Some turmeric for the color, to make it look like it's egg. And obviously your antioxidants.
Very sneaky. Got some onion powder, because you know what? I love cooking with onion powder. There is something so beautiful about it because it coats everything so well. So when I do when I do chicken wings, sorry, not vegan, but when I do chicken wings, I do like onion and garlic powder, a good mix over there, which is actually quite cool.
Like,
yes.
I'm sure you could do that with like a vegan chicken replacement. I'm sure as well.
Yes, I'm sure. I think what I do cauliflower, which is quite cool for drumsticks.
Yes.
Okay, tofu going in.
Tofu going in.
And then I do have a bit of zest here because I believe that zest is going to brighten this up beautifully as well. So let's
it kind of breaks down the little bit of like that. It's not that it's fatty, but it often has that bit of that extra creamy layer. So that lemon zest is quite nice just to break that a little bit. So so basically what I'm doing is I'm just sauteing our mushrooms and our onion.
All right.
I'm going to add our garlic as well.
And so on that side, you know what I love about onion? Onion's got natural sweetness. As mentioned, that mushroom, it's got metabolic markers, which is good for you. So we literally are, when they say Queen of Hearts, I think we are doing the necessary, which is fantastic. So I'm going to blitz this baby up.
Yes, please.
Just be careful, because I might just go for like a sort of, if it ever switches on, it's going to go. Can you pretend? Hold on. Can we do this together? Done. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Creamy, gorgeous. And you're going to add the filling to that. That's what happens. And then after this, let's talk about this. We've got our blind baked oats over here.
Our blind backed oats over there.
We have our replacement for the eggs, which would be our vegan sauce.
You know what? This is actually not a bad example here because, for example, it could be ESCOM situation with load shedding, and then you can't do that.
Well, I mean, you could whisk it.
So you could whisk.
Right.
That is your option B.
That's it.
If your, food processor can't sell or there's no power.
This is the load shedding version of this, which is great. I'm glad. So we do this blender. We got that. We mix that in. We pour it into here. We in the oven for how long?
In the oven for about 35 minutes. But obviously, just give it a check. You want it to be that nice golden, like a quiche, nice golden.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a quiche. I don't know why I said like a quiche. It's a quiche.
It's a quiche.
It's a quiche.
That's right. And that's the beautiful thing about it. So if you want to get the recipe, we got that covered for you. But we also have a recap. In the event that the blender doesn't work, the recap, that's where the blender will work.